Need a ride?
You can get a room at the Bee and Barb, but mind your coin purse. It's no secret the Thieves Guild makes its home here. Oh, and if you meet Maven Blackbriar, stay on her good side. This is her city, nobody else's.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. This'll clear up soon. I'm sure of it.
Got some fresh baked bread? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way.
Name's Nils. I'm the cook up at Candleheart Hall.
Let me know if there's anything else you need. Need?
Well, Growhub the Kind. Is she, you know... Aha! I knew you could do it. I just knew it. I knew the Dark Brotherhood would save me. Here, just like I promised. This should fetch you a nice price. And thank you. Thank you again. When I grow up, I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children just like you.
Damn faithless Imperials. This won't be easy, but that's why I'm sending you. You got the grit to get this done? That's what I wanted to hear. Good luck out there.
Huh?
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite. Mind you don't get fresh with Susanna. She plays the flirt, but it's just to get good tips.
The Nords don't appreciate us, but so what? I don't appreciate them right back. Look, we don't have much love for your
I've been
kind
looking
down
for you.
here.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
You just
Your
left.
hands only. Let's see here. Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creepy fella, black robe, couldn't see his face. Paid me a pretty sum to get that into your hands, though. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Never much cared for Windhelm. The place is depressing.
Nope. Sorry. Nothing.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. All right then.
If you're looking for passage to Solstheim, too bad. I'm not going back there anymore. Sure. Yeah, that's me. Why? Who sent you? Now, hold on. That wasn't my fault. I didn't know they were going to attack anybody. I don't even know how I got here. It's hard to explain. I remember those people with the masks coming on board. Then, the next thing I remember, I was here, and they were gone. And that's not right, losing whole days like that. There's been something strange going on there for a while. But after this, I'm done. I'm not going back to Solstheim. Have you been listening to me? I'm not going back there. All right, you have a point. Taking you back to find out who sent them is the least I can do. Besides, maybe you can put a stop to whatever's going on over there. I owe them a bit of payback myself. Well, here we are. This is Raven Rock. Can't say I'm all that glad to see it again. Good luck. Maybe you can figure out what's going on around here.
I don't recognize you. So I'll assume this is your first visit to Raven Rock, Outlander. State your intentions. That's the kind of attitude that's going to land you in prison. But I'll let it go for now. Just remember, Raven Rock is sovereign territory of House Redoran. This is Morrowind, not Skyrim. While you're here, you will be expected to abide by our laws. Any questions? Raven Rock started out as an Imperial settlement, but the Empire decided to abandon it, just as my people were first setting foot here. They left the town a shambles, and when House Redoran took over, we turned it around and it became ours. And even if it's been a struggle to make this island livable, we're proud to call it home. I have to be. As second counselor, the security of Raven Rock is my primary concern. This isn't exactly the city of Blacklight. We're on the frontier out here. We've had more than a fair share of troubles. After all we've been through together, I refuse to let Councillor Morrowind down. Councillor Morrowind is House Redoran's representative on Solstheim. As second councillor, it's my job to support him and make certain his rule is enforced. Your ignorance of our homeland doesn't surprise me. It's the capital of Morrowind. Been that way ever since Mournhold was sacked by the Argonians. I don't visit there often anymore, but we still get the occasional supply ship and visitors from there. Quite a while ago, yes. They cut a bloody swath across most of the southern region of Morrowind. Nobody seems certain why it happened. An attempted expansion, revenge for the enslavement of their people, or perhaps both. Whatever the case may be, thousands of Dunmer needlessly lost their lives, and many more were exiled from their homeland. I'm unsure. I swear I know the name, but I cannot place it. I don't think so. I'm not... The name has something to do with the Earthstone, I think, but I'm not sure what. Giolan, I was starting to wonder what happened to.
We were delayed by bad weather. Before you even ask, yes, I have the supplies you requested. But
what?
This load cost me double what we'd agreed on. Nothing I can do about it.
Damn it, Jolland, you know we don't have that much coin.
Look, the East Empire Company didn't give me a choice. They've raised their prices again, and there's nothing I can do about it.
After all these years, they're gouging us for every last drake we have. Let me talk to Laeral. I'll see what we can do.
All right, Admiral. Don't worry about rushing it. Just pay me when you can. I've been sailing the Northern Maiden across the Sea of Ghosts for nearly 20 years now. Might be time to find a new home port, though. The way things are going around here. May the wind be at your back, friend.
Councillor Morvain is the only reason Ravenrock has survived all these years. You should pay your respects.
Splendid. Another mouth to feed.
Miserable. Just miserable. Oh, I hate this place. Don't like it? I hate it. Every day it's the same thing. We open the shop, we hardly sell a thing, we close the shop and go to sleep. What kind of a life is that? Oh, believe me, I'd be on the first ship off this miserable island if I could. But I'm not sure I could do that to my father. I think it would break his heart. We've already lost my mother. I don't want to leave him alone. We lived in a settlement, perhaps a league from the border of Black Marsh, the homeland of the Argonians. Even though the Argonian invasion ended a long time ago, there are still a few scale-skinned clans that live within our borders. To put it simply, they attacked our settlement and slaughtered almost everyone. It was horrible. I think so, but I'm not sure where I heard the name. I don't know why, but I'm thinking about a temple here on the island. Maybe it was just a bad dream. Keep yourself safe. Solstheim's still a dangerous place.
Your visit here will be tolerated as long as you abide by our laws. Otherwise, you'll answer to the Redoran Guard. Remember, we're watching you.
Want to buy anything, or just laugh at our misfortunes? Bad? What if I told you that you're the first person that's even considered looking at my wares today? I've half a mind to contact my friends at the East Empire Company and see if they need an extra hand in Windhelm. Oh, absolutely. In fact, I've corresponded with Vittoria Vici herself more than once. You know, the lady who runs the East Empire Company warehouse in Solitude. The biggest warehouse they have in Skyrim. Bah, you're just like the rest of the folks around here. Mark my words, the East Empire Company will return to Raven Rock, and when they do, I'll be at the top of their list. Mining gear? No. However, I used to sell East Empire pendants until I ran out of them. Popular little item. It's an amulet that was made exclusively for the East Empire Company. They gave them to their workers as an incentive at one point, a kind of reward for extra effort. They're no longer being made, so they've become a collectible. I'd love to get my hands on a few of them. They could be anywhere on the island. The mines might be a good place to start. If you find any while you're exploring Solstheim, bring them here, and I'll pay you for them. The question you should be asking is, what don't I sell here? Because I have pretty much any supplies you might need. If it's not a weapon, potion, or armor, then it's likely that I have it. Jarland, over at the docks, brings me most of my supplies, and the rest comes from bartering with the people in town. Oh, Glover Mallory gets me a few things once in a while. He usually has the most amazing deals that I can't pass up. I think I maybe had a dream about someone with that name. It was very strange. Was I building something? A shrine down on the beach near the Earthstone? I'm not sure. Just what you see here. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over, so leave no stone unturned.
Divine smile on you, friend. I am an apprenticed wizard, not a pack mule. Oh, very well, but make it quick. You lead, I'll follow.
Adril, a word, please.
I'll give you this
I'm
warning
quite
only
busy at the
once.
moment.
Stay out of my
I
way,
haven't a
and we'll
relevant
do
job
just
being
fine.
Posted at my shop, like I've requested.
No,
You and I
wait.
both know we can't
I
stare
recognize
at
the
it right
name, but
now. I
I'm
don't
not
care if
sure
you still have
why.
friends at the East Empire Company or not.
I don't know.
They abandoned
I
us
feel
long ago, so
strange
your
just
contacts
thinking
are
about it.
meaningless here.
A temple, maybe. Here on the island, something about a temple? Until next time.
I work for Mogrel. You got a problem, you talk to him. Welcome to Raven Rock, traveler. Could I interest you in any fine ash-grown foods? The Dunmer have been growing food in the ashlands for thousands of years. It was born out of the necessity to survive in the harsh climate of our homeland. And now, with the constant eruptions of the Red Mountain, it's more important than ever. No, only the Telvanni have the ability to weave living growth from the ash. This simply takes the right ingredients, the right tools, and a lot of patience. I think so, but I can't remember how I know him. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think so. But the only thing that comes to mind is a shrine near the Earthstone. Just got some of my merchandise off the latest supply ship. See if anything strikes your fancy. Next time you're hungry, stop by. I always have plenty of food for sale.
Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies? After we left Morrowind, we found ourselves in Skyrim. We wandered around a bit and ended up in Morthal, where we took up temporary residence with Lani, the town's alchemist. I was fascinated by her work, and over a period of a few years, she taught me quite a bit. It wasn't long before we became homesick. We were the only Dunmer in Morthal. When word reached us that a settlement of Dunmer was forming on Solstheim, we were thrilled. It's been difficult, but I'm not regretting it one bit. In fact, I'm glad we've been able to stay and help. As you can imagine, the eruption of the Red Mountain took an awful toll on Solstheim. Hunting for game has been scarce, and the waters are apparently too tainted for fishing. According to Councillor Morgaine, my husband's been Raven Rock's most important food source for decades. Yes, I'm proud to say that I grow or harvest most of it myself. I only wish I had a better source for netch jelly. Those creatures are difficult to track down since it's so dangerous beyond the bulwark. That would be splendid. I'd be more than happy to give you something for the effort. You've already learned all I can teach you. I don't think so, though it sounds like a name I've heard before. I hear that name, and I see a temple here on Solstheim. What could that mean? Take a look. Careful with those netches. They may look tame, but they can seriously hurt you when threatened.
Always a pleasure to watch when a man like you walks by. That's not someone who lives in Raven Rock, I don't think. But it sounds so familiar. Maybe. I can't help but think of some sort of temple on the island. Why would that be? And don't stay away for too long.
Here in his shrine.
That they have forgotten.
Here do we toil.
That we might remember.
By night, what by day was stolen.
Far from ourselves.
Our eyes once were blinded. Now through him do we see. Our hands once were idle.
You there. You don't seem to be in quite the same state as the others here. Very interesting.
Now through them
May I ask what it is you're doing here?
and when the world
Mirak. It sounds familiar, and yet I can't quite place... Oh, wait, I recall. But that makes very little sense. Mirak's been dead for thousands of years. I'm not sure, but it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps it has some relation to what's going on here. Quite unexpected. I'm afraid I can't give you any answers, but there are ruins of an ancient temple of Mirax toward the center of the island. If I were you, I'd look there. Building something, clearly, and yet they don't seem to have much to say about it. I'm very interested to find out what happens when they finish. Certainly not. Doing so would interfere with whatever is going on, and I would be unable to see how this all turns out. You are too young to remember the Nerevarine. He defeated Degathur and saved us all from the Blight. Red Mountain dominates the island. Every now and then, ash and debris from an eruption land on our shores.
By night, we reclaim. What by day was stolen.
That seems inadvisable.
Fascinating.
Your eyes.
By touching the stone, you appear to have fallen under whatever influence is affecting the others.
Your hands once were idle.
I wonder how long this effect will last. Perhaps
And
it's
when the
permanent,
world
as with
shall
others.
listen.
And when the world shall see.
Ah, so you are able to resist the effect by exerting your will. Fascinating. The ash from Red Mountain holds secrets. Secrets I mean to uncover.
And when
There is the
world
big
remembers-
island of Vardenfell and the coastal mainland. House Telvanni has its properties on Vardenfell. I've never been to the mainland myself.
Here in his shrine.
That they have forgotten.
You look able to venture outside of town. Perhaps you could help me Adral Arano, second counselor of Raven Rock. How I hate that title. Damn fool's going to get himself killed over it someday. He's in grave danger, and yet he continues to place himself in harm's way. When I fall asleep at night, all I can do is hope he'll still be there when I awaken. This island was never meant for us. There's too much death here. I assure you, if I could convince Adral to do that, I'd be on the next ship back to Blacklight. Unfortunately, Adral and Councillor Morvain are very close friends, and they will never abandon one another, despite my feelings. I'm the wife of a second counselor, and certain things are expected of me. The most important thing is that I stand by Adral no matter how I feel, and I intend to do that until we get off this miserable rock. Adral and I lived in Blacklight, the capital city of Morrowind. House Redoran has improved Blacklight substantially over the last 1,000 years. Its grandeur rivals that of Mournhold itself. The root spire where the Council of Great Houses meet is something to be... Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, I suppose. Regardless, I hope to return there someday, which doesn't seem likely given my husband's commitment to Councillor Morvain. A few months ago, I had sent an important folio to the first edition bookshop in the Imperial City to be rebound. They sent it back to me recently, but it never arrived. Yes, the Strident Squall, or something like that. The damn thing sunk right off the coast of Solstheim. Can you imagine? One of the sailors survived. Poor thing crawled all the way to Raven Rock on his hands and knees. Before he died, he told the Redoran Guard about the wreck and warned us that it was going to be crawling with reavers. Thank you. You have no idea how much it hurts losing such a precious heirloom. My husband is second counsel as the wife. Why does that sound so familiar? There's no one here by that name, and yet I swear I've heard it. I don't know. It almost feels like a dream. Something about a temple on the island. My husband is second counselor, so I certainly have the means to reward you if you find my folio.
I'll give you this warning only once. Stay out of my way, and
Teldrin Sero, blade for hire. If you have the coin, I'm at your service.
It looks like you already have someone with you. If you want me to join, you'll have to part ways with them first.
You can have them for free.
Welcome. We have all sorts. Did I know someone by that name? Someone that wanted something. Maybe I'm just confused. I can't be sure.
Counselor and I appreciate your assistance.
I'm glad to lend a hand.
You must be using quite a bit of your raw materials repairing their weapons and armor. I'm sorry we can't compensate.
Welcome to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips. The finest Sioux jammer to cross your lips, friend. My own personal formula that I call Sadri's Sujama. In fact, I've just added some new ingredients. All I need to do is get the word out that it's ready, and they'll flock. I was kind of hoping you'd... Here, take these samples of the Sujama and spread the word. If you get rid of all of them, there's something extra in it for you.
Finds things people are
Welcome to the Retching Netch, Outlander. What can I get you? If you're looking for a room or perhaps... There's actually a funny story. A few years ago, I was walking down by the docks, and I noticed a Dunmer staggering along with a bottle of Sujama in hand. He was one of my patrons and liked to drink heavily, so I wasn't exactly surprised. But you see, this particular Dunmer was as naked as the day he was born, and singing badly at the top of his lungs. As I'm watching this spectacle, a Netch, the man looks straight up at the Netch, yells, "Have a drink," and tosses the bottle. and it never hit the ground. Well, the bottle broke on the netch, and it must have swallowed its contents because it started floating sort of tilted. Finally, it stopped and began to quiver. A few moments later, the foulest liquid to ever assail your nostrils spewed. I've seen plenty of drunks in me day, and I'll tell you right now, that netch was sick. True story.